Hello. Okay, everything is fine. Welcome to S7FX. In weekly time frame, we are reaching an area of resistance. So we will keep an eye on it because as you can see that we are approaching an area of resistance. This area, you can see on 4 hour time frame, it respected once, it respected twice, it respected 3 times. You can see, so all these are some sort of resistance areas. Okay. Now the market is again respecting this area. First, first of all, do our top-down analysis. So in top-down analysis, we can see that daily time frame is taking some. If we look at the monthly time frame, so you can see that the market just break this area, came down, retest this minor resistance on the monthly time frame, rejected all the way up, and you can see it again tried to just break this low and came down into this range, but unable to break this low. Okay, and you can see at this area it just rejected very sharply. Okay, so now we can expect, and if you look at to the left side, we are having some sort of clear resistance. Okay, so we can expect some sort of move to the upside. Not today, but in long run. Once the market just clear this resistance area, we can expect some sort of bounce from here. The market may fill these all these weeks. Okay, you can see on a weekly time frame also we are having a clear graphic. So now let's come to the daily time frame. You can see daily we are having a situation where the market just rejected from this area, took made some sort of double bottom, went up, retest the neckline, and now it gave the break. Okay, so in daily time frame we are having an area of formation where we can expect some sort of up move, but at this area we should not avoid that we are having some sort of resistance at this area. See, it is not looking clear in the daily time frame, but if you go to a 4 hour time frame, you can see we are having a clear sort of resistance. See, again and again, every time it's just respecting this area. So you can see how many times it just respected this area, and the reason for this respect is we are having some sort of, if you ask from me, they are a round number, which is 66, was 66. Okay. So this can be the reason, okay, for the rejection, because so many times the market has just rejected from this area. This can be the reason. Now, if we come to the daily time frame, sorry, 1 hour time frame, we can see that the market has just broken this area, okay, and it reached till this area of resistance. You can see it just rejected so many times from this area. So we will be we will be looking for any sort of nice rejection pattern for a sell. Right now, we are not having any sort of rejection pattern. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, it is just a minor. I would say it is just a minor pause. Okay, but if we, let's suppose we get a nice candle like this, then we can look for a sell. But right now, I'm not looking for any sell. If we get a nice bearish candle like this, then also I can look for a sell. But right now, I will be waiting patiently. Okay, my exit would be somewhere at around this area. Let's suppose I take any entry in GG. I have also taken some trades in my London session. One trade was somewhere at around this area. I took the stop loss was this. Take profit was somewhere at around this area. Thanks, Timmy. So I took this London session trade. Okay, when the market just gave me the break on 30-minute time frame, you can see it was a clear break. So I just placed an order at around this area. Stop loss was just below it, and my take profit, we are having a high at this area. So we had a high, so I just wanted to close my order somewhere at around this area. So it was some sort of 1 is to 0.8 trade. Okay, I will be showing you the MT4. Just let me finish my analysis, then I will show you my MT4. Today I take 3 trades in the London session. 2 was winner, 2 winner, and 1 loser. Okay. So the loss was in US 30. In US 30, I took the loss. And the reason for the loss is, I think, it was a sell trade. Let me just check my MT4. This was a loss in US 30. Okay, I get a sell at around this area. Okay, stop loss was well above this area. It was a 15-minute rejection from the top. At this area, we had some sort of resistance. So I take the sell, but the market had a clear momentum to the upside. So it just took me out. On just after 45 minutes, it just took me out. So this was this trade. But after this trade, I saw some sort of move to the upside. But again, I did not get any opportunity to be in the market. The market was completely bullish. I did not get any opportunity to be in anywhere. I was in the front of computer. I was just waiting for a pullback or some sort of. You can see that market just keep going up, up, up. Did not give us any sort of area of taking any trade. So a loss at this area, and then I took a trade in gold and one trade in GJ. So these two were winner. Let's just finish our. You can see it is just bouncing from this resistance area on monthly time frame. On weekly time frame, it was at this area we had some sort of range. okay, resistance, and then it just gave us a nice break from this resistance. Okay, it just rejected three times from the monthly resistance area and then just went up. So we can expect some sort of nice move to the upside, and this is the result of the rejection which we got at this area. Okay. The market is showing some sort of rejection. We don't have any resistance at this area. Let's just move to 4 hour time frame. So there is, okay, in 4 hour time frame we are having some sort of resistance at around this area. We are having some sort of, let's say, a resistance at around this area. Okay. So I would say we should be cautious. Let me just minimize it and okay, so we are having a resistance at around this area. You can see so many times the market has just uh, get rejected from these areas. So here we can see we are having some sort of resistance. So we should not avoid these resistances, okay, because if the market is bullish like this, so anytime it can just get rejected from resistance area and just give you a sharp fall. I will be looking for, see, so we are having an area of resistance just below it. So it is looking quite nice to me. If a 15-minute candle closes, I will be just waiting for next 3 minutes. If it closes like this, I would like to take a buy. Okay. And my exit will be somewhere at around this area. I will be just waiting for next 3 minutes. In gold, I took a buy. Let me just show you where I took that buy. I took the buy somewhere at around this area. Was around this area. This was below this area. Take profit was somewhere at around this area. This was my trade in gold. You can see the gold I took this trade. Took entry at around this area. Stop loss was around this area. My exit was somewhere at around this area. It was a simple, clean and simple trade. Let me just show you the analysis. While let me just take the trade. Let's have a keep eye on US 30. Because just 1 minute. This candle is about to close, and I would like to take the trade. So this is not the candle which I wanted to see. Okay, this is not the candle which I wanted to see, because this candle is not showing the bullishness. I will be waiting for a 30-minute candle to close. Okay, I will be waiting for a 30-minute candle to close before taking the entry. This candle is not showing any sort of. I wanted see here we are having a resistance area. Okay, you can see we have a resistance area at this. So if I want to take a trade before breaking the resistance area, that trade must be very clean. The candle must be very clean. Like, I wanted to see this candle closes like this. I wanted to see this sort of close before taking the entry, but I did not get that close. So it means that, see, uh, this candle might just break this resistance and then go up. So then I would like to take the entry. I don't want to. Just give me a second. So I wanted to see some sort of bullish candle. Okay, and this was not a bullish candle, so I don't want to place an entry. I want to just wait for a 30-minute candle to close. Okay. This is looking quite bullish. Okay, but again, if I will be very aggressive, then I may get loss. So I don't want to get aggressive. What we can do, we can just place a pending order at around this area. That will be a good idea. Right? Just if the market just break this, so we want to have a pending order. This can be somewhere at around this area. Let's just wait. I don't. Let's just wait. Okay, let's just 30 minutes until to close, because at this area we are getting a rejection. So I don't want to just market might give us a fake breakout and just came down. So let's just wait. See how 5-minute candle has just rejected from this area. It's not a good area to take any impulsive trade. Just wait patiently to get a clear confirmation on 15-minute or in 30-minute or both. If we get a clear confirmation, then I would like to take entry. Taking any entry right now will be a bad decision. GJ also trade is forming. Okay. If this candle closes bearish, closes somewhere around this area, I would like to take a sell. Let's do a quick analysis of gold. Monthly time frame, you can see that the market is just rejected, stopped at this area and showing some sort of rejection on weekly time frame. If we look at the daily time frame, we can see that at the same area, this is an area of rejection. You can see, but still, if you ask from me, gold has still some sort of pending move to the downside. It, it has not stopped yet. We may see, we may get this sort of move before continuing the gold to the upside. This is not our final. The gold has still, right now the gold is has still not started its move to the upside. You can see some sort of uh, retracement to the downside before continuing its move to the upside. We are seeing some sort of move in US 30. Let me just mark our trades. I've just placed a pending order. US 30 is showing some sort of strength to the upside. I just want to close this pending order and want to take instant entry. I've just taken an instant order. Okay. Despite the pending entry, because I was seeing a break on the 4 hour time frame. You can see I just saw sorry, a 1 hour time frame break. It is a nice break. Okay, and I was expecting a move to the upside. It has just started that move. Hello, Assis. So let's just we are having area of resistance. Let's just see whether we are at a good area of resistance or not. First off, take profit is at our take profit must be at the good area of resistance. We are perfectly at the right place. You can see at this area we are having some sort of strong resistance. So the stop loss is somewhere at around this area. Sorry, take profit is somewhere at around this area. So it is a good area. Market has just broken it on a 5 minute time frame. We can see it taking some sort of retest. So that is okay. First step, the stop loss is at well below the 30-minute time frame. If the market wants to continue its move up, it will continue from here only. There is no chance that it will just come down and hit our stop loss and then it will move up. If it hit our stop loss, then it will continue its move to the downside only. In gold, we are seeing some sort of pause in the market. DJ, I will be I am just waiting for 30-minute candle to close. Okay, once I get the close, I would like to take a sell. Just flying. Yes, I just change switched the US 30 is uh, going up quite nicely. So we will be waiting for the US 30 to just give us our take profit. US 30 has given us a quite nice break. So I would say that I have taken like 5 trades for the day. So I have taken my I have used all my cards. So today I will not be taking any trades anymore. Okay. So I will be just doing some solo trades because I have already taken this is my fifth trade. I have taken 3 trades in the London session and 2 trades. I have taken 2 trades in the US session. So I don't want to take any further trades because that will be a way over trading. Like more than 5 trades. 5 trade is all already some sort of over trading. But okay, you are getting good trades, good setups. That's fine. Just give me a moment. I will be right back in just 2 minutes. I was saying that I have already taken my 5 trades today. So that is the reason why I don't want to take this gold entry. This is a quite good entry. Where this is Nice entry. And I have taken my all trades for the day. So don't want to take this entry. We can see that we have a clean traffic at this area. We're having some resistance, but till this area we don't have any sort of traffic, so that's okay. It is just a minor retest. If the market just comes to this area also, then that is okay, because we know that we are having a clean traffic, so the market might come to this area and take a retest before continuing to the upside. That is no problem. We are having a nice, see, the market just accumulated order at this area and then give me the breakout. Okay, problem. In GJ, it is just taking some time. That's okay. It's looking quite good, but again, we have a plan that you take this much of trade for the day. So that's it. And my plan is maximum two loss in a day. Okay. And if let's suppose uh, I do London session and New York session. So if let's suppose I took two sessions in London session, so I definitely not going to take any trade in for New York session. Okay. I will be doing my stream, but it will be just for the sake of, will be some sort of pseudo trades. I will not be taking any trades on my account. And let's suppose, and maximum five trades in a day. Because after taking five trades, like 4 or 5 trades, your mind stop working. It does not matter whether the five trades are winner or loser. After some sort of five trades, there is a high chance that you will be doing some sort of mistake. There is a very high chance after taking like 4 or 5 trades. There was a problem in gold also. Like if you look at this area, so this is not a very clean area. We are having some sort of clean center on this area. Also a problem in this trade. Suppose you are taking a trade around this area, so we are having some sort of resistance at around this area. started, it's smooth, but be very careful at around this area. This is an area like when I was doing London session. So at this area, I had marked a line because it had it came down. Okay, take this resistance and just rejected from this area. So at this area, you should be careful. This is a very clean and nice break. This sort of break is there's very less chance that this trade does not work, but there is chance that this trade might not work. But the chances is very less because this is a very high probability sort of setup. No matter how good your setup is, there is always a chance of loss, and that is why it doesn't matter whether the trading like the setup is have a high probability of 90%. Still, we use stop loss because we don't know that because we are having a 10% of probability that trade might give you a loss. That is the reason why we in every trade we use stop loss. Sometimes I feel like GJ and US 30 is a little correlated. Not a lot, but I think 30% correlated. 20-30%. closing my GJ trade because I'm not. I just wanted for this trade to just fall from this area only. Is not swinging commitment to the downside. Don't want to get a complete 1% loss in this trade. I just try to close it somewhere. Just closed a GJ entry at around a $150 loss because it was giving me a sign that it may continue its move to the upside. Okay, so I just closed it at around $150. If in a trade, if you are not getting comfortable or if the trade is not continuing in your direction, yeah, my analysis was that the market must continue to the downside from here only. Okay, I don't want to see that the market just give this much of retracement. I don't want to see this sort of retracement. If I get this sort of retracement, it means that there is some problem with the trade. May go up and take us our stop loss. And there is a chance also that it may just come down from here only. But that is okay. If you are not comfortable in any trade, just close the trade. There is no need to just wait in that trade for taking the entire loss. Try to keep your losses a little small than your wins. Our US 30 trade is still running quite well. So I'm happy with it. But if some trade is not working, so there is no need to just stick to that trade. It's going quite well. Let it run. I wanted to take this US 30 trade somewhere around this area, but I did not get any opportunity on 15-minute or in 30-minute. Just keep going. At this area, I was little worried because we had some sort of resistance at around this area, so I was little worried that whether uh, may just press from this area. And also, I had taken a 3 trades in London session, so I thought that if I will take one more trade, then it will become difficult to take any further trade in uh, US session. There is no rush to just keep taking trades, keep taking trades. Nice one, best of luck. 5% rule of MFF is like, let's suppose you started your day with a 100K. Let's suppose you have a $100. You started with your day with a $100. Okay. So what happens if suppose you make $107? So $7 is 7% of 100, and your trade is still running for the next day. Okay. See, for the this is, let's suppose this is day one. This is day one. Okay. And you take a trade and you keep open your trade. You do not close your trade position, and here comes the day two. So in day two, your balance will be 100 because you have not closed the position yet. But your equity will be showing 107. Okay, because you have still one trade running, and in one trade you have made a $7 and trade is still running. $7 is 7% of 100. And from next day, what happens? Your $107 comes down, and let's suppose you place your break even at around $1. Okay, and next day the market just comes to your break even area and hit your break even point. Okay, and you close your entry at around $1 profit only. Okay, so now your balance will be, second day your balance will be $101. But the problem is that according to them, you have lost 6% from your equity. Okay, you have lost 6% from your equity. If you have lost 6% from your equity, it means that you have violated their 5% drawdown rule. Okay. Other prop firms, what they do, they count your daily drawdown on the basis of your account balance. Okay. But my forest fund count the initial balance from the account balance and also from the equity. Okay, balance and equity, they count both. Your equity or the balance must not violate the 5% drawdown rule. If let's suppose in a single day I made around $107. Okay, I made around $107 in one day, and the same day I just somehow I lost 100, and I lost a 500, like $5. Okay. And now I have net. Let's suppose on the same day I lost $6, and now I am having a $1. So in this case, you are violating 5% drawdown rule. Okay. because this is the same day. If you make a 5% on one day, okay, and on the same day you lost that 5%, so they will not going to count that as a equity drawdown. Okay, because they count the equity drawdown when the next day starts. Okay, like in this case. But in case two, what happens if you take the trade on day one? Okay, and you made $107. $7 is your profit, and on the same day, what happens? You just take one trade, and you lost $6 in that trade. So now you close your day with a $101 balance. So here they will not say it that you have violated their rule, because they calculate the equity drawdown from the next day, okay, not on the same day. Let's suppose you started your day with a $107, okay, and you made 100 and let's suppose $13. Let's suppose you made $113 at the end of the day, and let's suppose you are about to finish your day, but what happens? The market just comes down and closes somewhere at around 108. You close your day with a profit of $1. Okay. So here they will not say that you have violated their equity drawdown rule, because equity drawdown rule applies on the next day equity, not on the same day equity. So here what you did, you had a $107 balance. Okay. You made $13, and then from that $13 you lost $5. It means that you have not violated their equity drawdown rule. As if you ask from me, so this is not a very like, this is not something which makes the my forex fund like you just drop the idea of taking my forex fund challenge, because if you look at the other things, then the other benefits are quite good. If you ask from me, the other benefits are much better, like 85% profit is split. Okay, the cost of the challenge phase is quite less. And one more thing, I also don't know at the time when I took the challenge, I bet that most of the people, like 80% people, don't know about this. So let me just give you a surprising thing. I also came to this thing very recently. Okay, uh, if if you take let's suppose a 200K challenge, let's suppose, and you journal all your trade on YouTube. Okay, let's suppose you make two videos on like in a week on YouTube, just showing some sort of journaling. Then what will happen? They will give you your refund just after passing the phase two. As you pass the phase two, they will refund your entire capital. You don't have to wait for the profit split. Don't have to wait for the profit split, first profit split, to get your challenge fees. They will just refund your challenge fees as soon as you just pass the phase two. You just have to do make video, like make two videos in a week, showing showing all your trades which you have taken on their on the challenge, and that's it. You don't have to wait for a first profit split for your challenge fees. You'll be just getting the challenge fees as soon as pass your uh, challenge. So it is quite good. Don't have to wait for 1 month, one extra month, because first profit split comes in 1 month. So you don't have to wait for that 1 month. You just get your profit split. You will be getting your profit split immediately as you pass the first phase two. That is also a good thing. And other things you know well that minus eight, like 8% drawdown. Oh, sorry, 8% profit target and 12% drawdown. These are the things. And if you ask for me the payout timing is okay. Okay, like it takes like 48 hours. You know, takes 48 hours, but that's okay. It's not a very big issue. No, no, no. I have not. I've never suffered because of 5% drawdown because I risk only 0.5% on my capital. Okay, and let's suppose I risk 1% also. So like losing 5% in a day, or like my style is not like that. I will be losing 5%. It is. I don't say. I would not say that my like 5% drawdown rule is very like a rule which will lead you to eliminate this from your option to take the challenge from my forex fund. Ask from me, then that is not a big issue. 5% rule is not a very big issue. Yeah, I tried SMC once. Like when I in November, in January 2022 only, I tried SMC. I joined Phantom. Okay, I learned their stuff, but I did not like that style. See, the problem is like with me, I don't need like I don't need a losing streak again and again, and that is the problem with the gorilla strategy. Okay, and that sort of problem with also with the SMC. Losing streak is quite common in both these strategy, in GT and SMC. Both strategies are profitable. You know, people are making money with this sort of a strategy. Okay, but the problem is that these strategies are like having a bigger drawdown. just to make, if you are taking any challenge, any sort of challenge, and you get a bigger drawdown, so it becomes very difficult to psychologically it start building a lot of pressure on you. Let's suppose you get five losses, okay, in a row, and you just get hit a 110% 10 hour trade, okay, and you again get like five losses. Let's suppose you again get five losses, and then you get two 10 hour trade. Okay, I am profitable. I lost 25 hour and I made a 30 hour. So net I am 5 hour up. Okay, I am 5 hour up. But the problem is in trading, you know that psychology is a big thing. Like many people believe that 90% trading is psychology. Okay. Only 10% is a strategy. Who are saying that trading is 10%. Many people believe that strategy just play a 10% role in trading, and 30%, 90% is psychology. So let's suppose you are having a strategy where you are getting a loss of like five or six losses in a row, and then after six losses, you just get two 10 hour trade, you know. So if you are happy with it, then go for it. But for me, it was like my plan was from the beginning only that I wanted to take challenge. It was clear in my mind that I will be taking challenge because I'm still in a university and I don't have that much of capital to invest my own fund capital and just and doing trading. So my plan was clear. I'm going to take challenges and I will choose a strategy having from where I can just pass any challenge very easily. It was my thinking. And in these sort of a strategy like GT and SMC, we had a bigger drawdowns. Okay. Not a bigger drawdown, but like a very low strike rate. You will get it is quite, with breakout strategy, it is not very common that you will get a very big losing streak. Let's suppose you get a losing streak, then it will be like once in a month or once in a 2 month. No. But in GT or with SMC, what I found that losing streak is quite common thing. You must have to make a peace with it. It is not very unusual thing. You have to make peace with losing streaks because it is quite common that you may get five losses in a row, like three, four losses in a row for taking any wins. If you are happy with it, you may do GT or you may do SMC. But for me, like my psychology was, and it is, let's suppose you take a challenge and in the beginning only you lost like 5 hour or 7 hour in a row. Okay. So your confidence will start shaking. And the more and more, because it's not your capital. You have to make 8%. Okay. This 50K or 200K is not your capital. You have to just make 8% somehow. It doesn't matter whether you make this 8% on. Yes, yes. I have taken three trades in London session. You can see. Like this loss was a present loss. Before this loss, all these three trades were in London session. I would say that sometimes learner session gives some like good moves, but not every time. You cannot because right now we are having some sort of news every week on the evening, and that is the reason why we are not getting some good setups in USSR. Oh, US 30 is like falling quite heavily. It's good, but GJ is trying to continue its move to the down. 30 just caught us. My expectation was that the market must reach till this area, but okay, the market just not reached at that area. So it was a very nice trade, I would say. There was no problem with this setup. Had some rejection area at this, but apart from it, everything was perfect in this trade. US 30 has just hit my stop loss. Thirty is falling quite heavily. No, I am done for the day. I have taken 5 trades today. Okay, so I'm not looking for any other trades. In you can see that I have taken 5 trades. Okay, and US session I get 2 losses. London session we had 3 wins. That's it. In gold we are seeing some sort of opportunity. If somebody wants to sell gold, he can sell at around this area. We are having a stop loss at around this area. So I'm done for the day. I'm not looking for any trade. 5 trade is enough. If you are still like looking for any setup, so then that is not a good thing. Just if you are taking a like if you have taken your trades, then that's okay. You may take solo trades. There is no need to just risk money. I've taken already enough trades, so I'm not looking for any trades further. Making a discipline is very important thing. Profits will come and go, but you just follow your discipline, then that's a problem. The pending order, this is not a this is not our regular order. This is just a pending order. If the market breaks this low and continues to move down, then that's a good. Otherwise, don't take this trade. DJ is completely inside the range. Taking any trade in between these areas will be a risky trade. This sort of range. US 30 has just rejected from this area, given us a nice rejection candle on 30 minute and on. If you look at all these things, this is a 18 star pattern. Okay, so at this area, this is a nice sell. You can expect a move to this area. Gold, this is just a retest, I would say. But if it does not comes down and does not tax you in, then just leave it. There is no need to just take a trade. If it comes down and tax you in, then that's a good entry. I had a high hope with this trade. Okay, it was running well, but it just came down eventually and take us out. That's okay. Have a clear sort of traffic at this area. We are having a lot of higher. We don't have lower. We have lot of lower low and lower high. At this area, you can see we don't have a clear sort of traffic for the GJ. It is not like that. Like uh, London session is smooth or New York session is smooth. It is just like timing. Sometimes London session we get some nice move. Sometimes, not every time. Okay. Sometimes we get nice moves in New York sessions like this. See, this move came in New York session, and here we are having some sort of range. Other days, so here we get a nice move in London session, and New York session was some sort of mess again. So these are like huge candles. These are candles are huge candles. Statistically, New York session has like London New York overlap has the most moves. If you look at a shorter time frame, like 2 days, 4 days, then that we cannot assume it. But if you go to any site, maybe with or anywhere, so you will be seeing that the London and New York overlap has the maximum pip moves. And the reason for it that both London and New York session traders trade during this time. Just give me a moment. I will be right back in just a moment. As we can see that the gold has not tagged us in yet. Just Here it is some sort of a double top. Okay, at the resistance area. Very good. Great. Gold, I already said that at this area we have to be very careful because earlier also we get some sort of uh, rejection from this area. Okay. That is the reason why I just place my entry somewhere below it. If the market comes down, then that's okay. But if it continues to move to the upside, then I don't want to be in that trade. Right now, market is completely inside some sort of range. You know, it's completely random. It is not following any support or resistance or anything. Just previous rate just came down, rejected to the upside, again went up, and then again giving us this sort of candle. Somebody wants to take a buy on gold, so I would suggest to just hit this area to break before taking any entry. No, not no. I've not. I'm not taking any trades. I've done trading for the day. London session was quite good. But in New York session, I just took two losses. That was not okay. In New York session, the moves are not quite predictable. The moves are quite random, and this is because just like the previous week we had lots of news, and this week also I just checked how much news we have. Tomorrow we have GVP news, and Wednesday we had a cat news. Month of July is not going to be an easy month. Look, news, 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 all high tech news. Stick to your plan. Don't do over trading. Two trades per session is enough. Two or three trade nets. If you are taking London and if you are sitting in London and New York, then just two trades in each session and maximum two losses for the entire day. Two consecutive losses. This US 30 trade was quite good trade. The stop loss was the take profit was somewhere at around this area. Around this area. My expectation was that the market will just continue its move to the upside. Look how beautiful it just went up and break this resistance area. Okay, so I was expecting that the market may reach to this area. In 1 hour, we can see that the market is rejecting from this area again and again. Okay. This time also 1 hour just rejected, and this can be a retest. Okay. See, there is high chance that this is a retest before continuing its move to the upside. US 30, my expectation was that the market may continue its move to the upside. It was my expectation, but the market just reversed from here. That's okay. I was expecting this. See, this trade is similar to the trade which I took on in US 30. See, this was some sort of nice trade than the trade in GJ. Because in GJ we had a wick at the area, but in US 30 we did not have any sort of wick or anything. That is the reason why this trade was a very high probability trade. Just give us a 30-minute break. We took an entry somewhere around this area. Of course, was up somewhere around this area, but it was just a fake breakout and it just came down sharply. The next candle. We, usually we don't get this sort of move, but sometimes market can do anything. Gold, we can expect a move to the upside. But if I could take this trade, I would be taking this trade for 1:1. Gold is about to hit our take profit. From here, there is a high chance that it will hit it. Okay. Bye bye. Happy trading.